and I have some guests on here that I want to highlight. I've got some good stuff here on basically cranking it up, how to get your production through the roof. Here's some people that are coming on strong, some brand new ones that are new to the organization. How about this one? Gary Philstein, $10,400 issue paid, has a radio station, advertises the alliance to millions and millions of people could be listening. Gary, would you unmute and talk to me a minute? Kind of give me a high level of this radio station and what you talk about and who you hired by. Will you talk to me, Gary?
Good morning, Andy, and good morning to Alliance. Today is a good pleasure for me to be on this call, but even my heart is a bit faster because it's a surprise for me. I didn't expect that. First of all, my name is Gary Phillips. My wife is Esther Phillips. We are by Jason and Olga. This name is a lot for me. When I say Olga and Jason, that means a lot of things for me. Those people, when they talk to you, it's like they touch your heart. Sometimes at the beginning, every time I want to discourage, when Jason called me, Gary, bro, what happened? Or when he see me, they give me a hug. I say, but if I left, what I'm going to say to Jason? That's why those people are very awesome. I think I'm joined the company on 2005. By 2019, I become I'm full time with this company, but I'm very grateful to the company because. But before I answer the questions to know who I am, I said we come this country. After 2 years, my wife is diagnosed with cancer. We have to deal with that. I got a job as my background is electrical engineer, but I got a job $10,000, $10 an hour. Sometimes even my wife suffer. I have to, if I call to take a day off today, tomorrow I have to go because it's the only income we have. We cannot miss it. But one time I say, no, I cannot do that. I call the manager. I say, I want to leave the company because I want time for my wife. I leave the company and I'm doing taxi. But one day I'm thinking about what I have to do. And I received a call from Jason. My English didn't well. I didn't understand what Jason said, but Jason said, Gary, you don't need to talk to your family. We got leads. I say, okay. But I remember he invited me in the meeting on Fort Lauderdale, something downtown, to meet you and D. And I went since I register and I become an Alliance member. At the beginning, we are struggle, but I believe on the company because I see the company work. Probably it didn't work for me because I didn't work. But I know the companies, the product. I love everything about the company. But by last year, but I put me on work, and I see now I can say now there's some progress. Even we're not where we should be, but there's some progress.
Gary,
yes.
It sounds like you know another language.
Yes, because I'm Haitian. I talk Creole and French.
Creole and French and English.
In English.
You're beating me by 2 languages. I have 1. No hablo español. No speaking Dutch. I don't even know how to say I don't even speak Creole. Tell me, how did I say no? I don't know how to speak Creole. How do I say that?
Back on Bali Creole.
Back and back Creole. Back and back Creole. Back and back Creole. And your radio broadcast is all in Creole? Is it in French? What do you broadcast in?
We broadcast in Creole. In Creole. Sometimes we because we miss it with French and well, sometimes English when sometimes Jason is with us. When Jason is here, we talk English.
Gary, did
Yes.
you get somebody on there to testify with you yet?
Not yet, but we take.
Gary,
we plan that. I have to take a day because we already got two people can accept to do that for me. We take the advice. We're going to do that probably next Friday. We plan to do that next Friday.
All right, next Friday.
Yes.
Gary, congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
This month, I want you to beat Olga. Last month, she wrote, issue paid $23,998.
Nice.
She is, you see her rear end because she's up front. I want you to pass up and let her seat behind into you.
Well, she want that too. She pushed me so much. She want me to go before her.
Gary, we love you, man. We're proud of you. We're proud of you, bro. Now you can take off, and I'm glad your wife's doing way better, right?
Yeah, way better. The best thing I want to say, every company I want to buy a policy for my wife because she was dying with cancer. Nobody doesn't want to give a policy. But because now when I take the class with Alliance and I see what the requirement of the company, last year my wife, I got a CFG for my wife, 100,000 with return of premium, even with she diagnosed with cancer before. This year I got with FNG $500 a month with IUL. That is a big thing for me.
Woohoo! We got it covered. Okay, thank you, Gary. Olga Mathis, $23,993, and I think you're on track to do $30,000 issue paid this month. Is that right, Olga? Tell us what's been going on, what's happening in your business, and how has your production picked up so much?
Hey, Andy, how are you? Thank you so much for inviting me to this call. I'm fired up. Oh my God, I am in love with the Alliance. Thank you so much because you changed the legacy of my family. You and Jane, and so fired up because now I want it double. And I'm talking to Jason, say we have to work hard every single day. I don't care. So I'm doing what you said. I start now doing more dials and now talking to everybody in our team with Andy Riddle, Chris Long, and Terry, and everybody. Now Andy said, well, what is the day that you call? And I was telling him, and he said, well, Andy Albright said that we have to do it Mondays to do 10 appointments Tuesday and 10 appointments Wednesday, and then call again Thursday for Friday and Saturday. Say, okay, so I'm going to do it. So this week is the first time that I did it like that. So I'm fired up. I'm doing 40 appointments, and I just living the dream because I know that here you can do it. Even if you have an accent. Look, Gary Phillips, we don't even understand what he said, but we know that he's awesome. Sometimes we talk, I have accent, he has accent. He already won the trip to Alaska. He's so close to win the Thailand. This month, I'm going to earn the trip to Thailand. Woohoo! So I'm fired up. Yeah, following the system, Andy.
I just want to say that the 10 on Tuesday and Wednesday, 10 on Friday, Saturday is minimums. This is not what you do. This is men.
That's right.
Do what you want to do. So we can do less than 40. No. No less than 40. That's not allowed. You can do 70. When would I do it? Well, anytime you want to. See, I don't know if you can see this. That says N2047. This is what my talk's about today. Most people want to do the minimum so they can live comfortable. And their comfort is low. Fawcett, we were talking about this the other day. It's low. So I'm glad Andy Riddle kind of got on you. Now, getting on you, Loga, is like if you pay a trainer don't say, oh no, don't have to work out. Oh no, eat what you want to do. A trainer wants you to succeed at a higher level. And I love the story. I love your story. Guys, if y'all hadn't heard, this lady was the baggage handler at an airport for how many years, Olga?
25 years.
25 years. Knee pads, your yellow vest, right?
Yes, that's right. So my back, my knees, my shoulders, everything hurts because I used to put 200 bags into the belly of airplane. Andy, I still strong, really strong.
25 years. 25 years. What were you making? What was your salary when you quit there, when you finally retired or quit?
I was making 50,000 by working doubles, working so many hours.
$60,000 on a job.
50.
Huh?
50,000.
50,000?
Working doubles and working like crazy.
Not bad. That's pretty good, wasn't it, Jeremy Co? 50,000 a year. That's pretty good right there. How much would I have to tell you now, Olga? I want you to quit being self-employed, come work for me. Would you take 100 grand? I just give you a job, you don't have to work no more.
Oh, of course.
Oh, you will?
Say that again.
Quit selling and just come to work for me. I'll let you be a trainer. I'll pay you a job, 100 grand.
Oh, no. I don't want no job. No.
125.
I am my own boss.
125.
No.
132. 147,000.
No way.
150.
I'm making more money than that.
Well, I'm just saying, you'd be a great trainer. I'll give you benefits.
No.
Health insurance.
No, when we have the alliance, no way, nobody has
I'll give you a
it.
free shirt. 150,
No.
150, 160.
Never again.
You want to talk to your husband? You want to talk to Jason?
No. I remember what the story about me. I said, no, I don't want to come back to work. I want to work my own business and change the legacy of my family. So that is what I love about the alliance.
Oh, God. All right, just know. Hey, you remember that time Olga said, I ain't taking a job for $160,000 free health insurance? You lost your freaking mind, boy. Wouldn't even talk to her husband about it. How about you, Mimi? You be a great trainer. You only have to travel a couple nights a week, go where I tell you to go, and you're going to fly commercial.
No, thank you.
Mimi. Mimi. What did you issue pay last month, Mimi?
Ooh, 32? 32,000?
2,000. Hey, did you understand what my man Gary was saying?
Yeah, I understand. I speak Creole. I'm Haitian, full blown.
Creole.
Creole.
Did I say that right?
Say it again.
Creole.
No, I got to teach you something when we're not on activity call. I'll teach you something.
32,000 you issue pay?
Yes, that's nothing, Andy. I'm shooting for 100,000. Give me by next month. I'll do it.
What you think you're gonna do in August?
40.
40,000. You see my new cups? They got them.
I like it.
I did too. They got them. I got two of them in the mail. I was fired up.
I love it.
This is a competition. We got new competition. Carlita done come on board. Carlita, would you unmute? I heard you wrote 11 applications. Jeremico's been bragging on you. This girl's on fire. Right, you see her. I was like, I know Carlita, but she done 11 apps.
Yeah, I wrote 11 apps yesterday. And
one day?
In one day, and I have plans on writing. I think I have 2 that I'm supposed to write today, but I'll be following up with them a little later. And it's Carl Tia.
Did something get under your skin? Did something get in your ribs? Did something get on your nerves? Did you get a chip
You
on
know,
your nerve?
yeah, a lot of things. I'm a single mom of 3, divorced, single mom of 3, and I have daughters that I don't want them to have to go and work for anything. I didn't want them to have the life. I mean, I didn't have a bad life. I don't have the story of, stuff was struggling. We didn't struggle or anything like that, but I just don't want them to have to grind like my father did or anything like that. I want them to enjoy life, enjoy the amenities that I didn't get to enjoy. And then my regular 9 to 5, which I love my job, but lately it's just been frustrating because of coworkers, and I don't want to have to deal with other people. My time is precious and they're wasting my time.
I got some bad news for you and some good news for you, but tell me something. How old are your children?
I have a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, and then my 9-year-old will be 10 next month.
I'm gonna tell you something. And you might tell me I've lost my mind, but I'm a grinder. And I'm like you. My dad, I used plenty to eat, and we had a pond. It wasn't rich. My dad was a mailman. He carried mail on the foot. My mom was secretary. And don't get me wrong, we went and got the cheese like everybody else down where the truck was handing it out. And I got other stuff, but the only thing I like was the cheese. I don't know about the other stuff they got. I like them big ones. Cheese, this stuff's good on some bread. You toast that. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna say. And but what I'm telling you is my kids are grinders. They're workers. In other words, you're saying you want to do it where they don't have to grind. Well, let me explain something to you. When they see you grinding, they gonna think that's the right thing to do, as opposed to sitting on a derriere.
You're right. She just came from her job interview, so she's on it. And that's my 15-year-old. Like, I'm literally working my job, working this job, texting other people about insurance.
Let me see her. Let me say her. What's her name?
Oh, let me take headphones. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear him? That's Layla. She's 15.
Hey, Layla. Did you smoke them on that job interview?
I think so. Be confident, girl. You did.
You did. I can tell. Hey, we need to introduce her to Emily Katz and a couple of these kids we got that are making $1,000 a week right now in 3 days a week, and they're still going to school.
Okay.
So Jeremico, I would want her mama to say, look, talk to these girls. She's 17, she can't do it, but depends. I mean, she may not like what we do.
This is the 15-year-old. Yes, we can get them together.
But she's 3 years away. But still, when I say start, now and right now. Okay. You with me? Like look, what we'll do is what we need to do is just put together a Zoom call and have me interview some of these kids that are 18, they got started, and what kind of money they making. And but Carlita, it's nice meeting your daughter, but let me be clear, I'm excited about what you're doing. This is this business was not just built for single mothers went through a divorce with kids, although it does seem like that sometimes. Megan Wood is #1 in the United States of America. She's close to, if she don't already have 100,000 cash in the bank, and she's got a kid. She takes her mom and daddy on vacation. They got a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a perfect model. But if a person don't have all the things like that, like let's say a faucet, like, you with me? Like, oh my goodness, what a gold mine. We love you setting an example for your children, and we want you to. Have you considered going on a Thailand trip with us, Carlita?
No.
You should seriously consider. Have you ever been to Thailand?
No, sir.
Do you have a passport?
It's on its way. I just applied for one, so I'm supposed to be going to Cabo in December.
You are going to need it for Cabo. And you're going to need it for all over the world. If you will do the simple stuff, which is watch a movie, make phone calls, check social media and see what everybody else is doing, make phone calls, watch Lost, makes phone. So it's a choice. This one's easy. And this one's easy. 2 easy choices. I did. I'm guessing you've done some physical labor. I've
No.
done physical. No,
Mm-mm.
I've done physical labor. Not easy. Not an easy choice. Working in the fields versus making phone calls. That's not what I'm talking about. Working in the fields versus watching TV. I pick TV every time. Making phone calls versus watching TV. It's easy. Making phone calls, watching TV. Watching TV is easy. Making phone calls is easy. What do people pick on a day-to-day? You keep picking the right easy. Well, going to people's house, that's hard. When they no-show you, that's hard. That's not hard. What do you mean, Andy? I mean, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean hard? Like, ow, that hurts my feelings. They got busy. They got confused. They're tied up. Had an emergency. Dog got run over. Kid got sick. Mama got sick. They forgot. Don't get upset. Well, what should I do? Make more phone calls. That makes sense, Carly. It's just like
Makes all the sense in the world.
you know that's what Megan's doing. She's not doing this. She's doing this. You know, I will tell her. She says, "I'm addicted to this." Making phone calls, helping people. Not addicted to video games. Not addicted to smoking, the wacky weed. She's not addicted to that. She's addicted to helping people. The way she did that is she kept making a choice, making a choice, making a choice, making a choice, making a choice. And it just spiraled up. Anyway, does this help, Carlita?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't said nothing you didn't know, did I?
No, you didn't. And it's Carltia.
Carly, say it for me.
Carltia. Like Carlton with an IA. Mm-hmm.
Carltia, thank you for correcting me. I apologize.
No problem. No problem.
If I looked at it, I'd have said the I's in the wrong place and I'd have fixed it. But I didn't major in Creole or English, to be honest with you. You speak any other language, Carltia?
No. I know a little bit of French, but I'm not fluent in it.
Jeremy, go.
Yes, sir.
Nice meeting you, Carltia. Jeremy, go.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. What's up?
What did you do last month?
I issued paid $32,000 last month.
Didn't you used to be a high-low operator?
I did. I used to drive a high-low at the factory. And I was talking to somebody the other day, Andy. I said, listen, I would rather be in the fields picking cotton than in a hot factory burning up. I'd rather be outside in the field. You know, man, because I couldn't see a difference, really. I mean, I felt like I wanted to die in the factory. I felt like I want to die outside picking cotton. No difference to me. I had to get out of both of them. I wanted to get out of both of them.
I never picked no cotton, but I picked tobacco leaves off a limb when they was way down low, down to the ground. We called them ground pickings. The first, oh my God, it was way down there. And I was little, had a limber back, and that tobacco gum get all up in my hands. Woo!
Yeah.
I went by Pocket Field the other day, and I didn't know these people. I call them friends. I pulled in there, I went up there, I said, Arriba! What's up, people? And they were like, come on there talking. And I said, man, I did this thing. Y'all workers, man. They're like, yeah, we got to get after it. They was just picking that stuff, that tobacco. But I never did no cotton. I didn't like it.
Andy, what I figured out is if you don't free your mind, then you'll always be in bondage and slavery if you don't free your mind. You can be physically free, but free your mind.
Well, we're gonna put you on a deadgum stage, Jeremy, because this is good stuff. You're getting good. How much you pay again?
32,000 last month and 32,000. Okay, so I did 32,000 2 months in a row. I paid 32,000 in July and June, and I'm going to issue pay 33,000 this month. I'm shooting for 35.
You're still a single dad too, ain't you?
Single father, 2 girls. They're actually in the other room sleeping.
You get to see them a lot?
Oh yeah.
So you don't feel like you're working all the time, never get to see the little girls?
No, we're spending a whole weekend together. I'm gonna still write business over the phone. I got a sitter coming, to sit with them for a couple hours. I got some appointments, so I still work because they got to see Daddy work. They can't just see Daddy lounging around watching movies with him, you know.
And you rogue round. Bro, I'm proud of you, bro. And I like the way you started to talk. I like that boldness, craziness, surprises people. You know you done messed them up with that cotton thing.
I know. Some people get mad at me when I say it, but they don't understand.
Oh, I know they are.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. Just to be honest with you, both. I have never seen anybody build this that wasn't mad or extremely happy. And 90% of them been mad that built it. 10% of them been happy. I ain't never seen nobody that was not emotional. So if you get them mad, they got a shot of making it. You get them happy, they get a shot of making it. It's just hard to make people happy enough to work, but you can make them mad enough to work. You hear me, Jeremy?
Absolutely.
You know this is true. All right, let me introduce Evan Fawcett, part of the Evan Patsa team. Evan, who sold the most last month? You, Evan, or the other Evan?
Probably Evan Patzer. That dude's a beast.
He is a beast. You're not going to tell me it's because he's got more experience than you, are you?
No, that's not why at all.
Although it does help if you know the products and you know the system, right?
Right. I have full access to that, though, when I'm at the appointments.
That's right, because you can call him.
Call him up.
You can call him while you're in the home. You fired up, man?
I am fired up.
All right, well, let me show you some leaderboards from this past week, and I want to talk to you about how to win big, okay? It's how to execute with the Alliance. All right, Tia, would you pull up leaderboards? Let's talk about what people did. Check this out. Gary Engel had one application that got issue paid for $15,000. Not bad. This is a week, people, not a month. Jonathan and Megan Yakey had 8 issued for $12,000 this week. Mark Hutchinson had 9 outs issued this week. Think about this, guys. These people are on track to do 40,000 issue paid a month. Gary Philstein, we just had him on here. He's on the show. Y'all can see him. He issue paid 10 outs for $10,000 in a week. Way to go, Gary. Jake and Beret Joseph knocked out 15 outs for $9,000. Billy Crane, 13,000 for 8. Blake Christen knocked out 12 outs for $8,300. Megan Wood, 11 outs for $8,200. Mimi, y'all see Mimi? Mimi in a week, 5 outs for $8,000. Stephanie Rodriguez, I thought Stephanie was going to jump on here. Maybe she will. She's probably writing a deal up. 9 outs for $7,700. Karen Hundley, brand new, part of Weinbrenner's team, knocked out 7 outs, issue paid $7,600. And Marty Dozier knocked out $7,500 this week, issue paid. All right, let's look at annuity sales. Scroll me down. Annuity sales. Jonathan Megan, $90,000. Jonathan Megan Yakey, $90,000. Marty Dozier, $60,000. Who's this Doug guy? Doug Becker knocked out $28,000. Scroll down to the submits. Please, man. Submit numbers. My buddy Tim Tipton, he submitted 1 out for $53,000. Mike and Michelle Allman have submitted 9 outs for $40,000. Will Paris coming on strong as snot, submitted 33. Look at these numbers, guys. 15 people. Can y'all see this? 15 people submitted over $10,000. Heck, we had 6 people submit over $15,000. These numbers are getting crazy. William Bach, new guy coming on strong, part of Kelly Haney's team. Mark Hutchinson, Jenny Patel, 1 out for $13,000. Ball at Bel Air, $13,000, 9 outs. Jason and Olga, there she is again. Stephanie Rodriguez, Justin and Sydney Bailick, 10 outs for $10,000 in a week. Janina Wilson, 11 outs, $10,000. Vinny Napoli, part of Brandon Manley's team, knocked out $10,000 in a week. Okay, scroll it down. Recruiters. Let's see who's doing the recruiting. Here we go. Let me see. Andy Riddle. My staff got in 5. Avian put in 5. Joseph 2. Joseph keeps coming in. I didn't see Joseph. I didn't see you on production. I've been seeing you production and recruiting. Got him on production for 5. Paul Roberts 5. Fitzgerald put in 4. Jane, let me see what Jane that is. Jane Bazan put in 3. Terry and Tia Edwards 3. Jason and Tony Carey 3. Stephen Holly Davis put in 3. My staff put in 3 more. And Karen Hundley. Oh my gosh, Weinberger's got a girl that's submitting and selling brand new. Good stuff. Okay, all right. Let's go to. Let's take me over to the my presentation on 24/7. How do you execute, Tia? You don't mind pulling that for me. Evan, I'm talking mainly to you. The rest of everybody else can listen. Evan Fawcett and those of you that want to go. I'm going to my activity call, Tia, if you want to pull it up.
Give me just a second.
Okay, no worries. Listen to me. Here's my deal, Evan. Meaning you can listen to this too if you want to. All y'all can listen to it. I say to people when I talk to a young man yesterday. I said, do you want to make money? He said, yeah. I said, do you want to make a lot of money? He said, yeah. No limit. I said, so you want to make a lot of money? He said, yeah. I said, most people don't. Here's what I say. When a person says this, clearly everybody would like to make money. I always go, I didn't ask if you'd like to. I said, do you want to? Because there's a whole difference between want to. Matter of fact, like to is kind of like do. Want to is what gets you to where you want to go. Most people don't want it, Evan. Albright wanted it. Let me tell you something. I had this much want to when I started, Evan. Then I got this much want to. Then I got this much want to. I worked, WORKED, on my want to, WANTTO. I worked on my want to. I didn't just say, well, I want it. I mean, I would think about how bad I wanted it. I would sit in seminars like this, Evan, and tears would come down my eyes. I wanted it so bad. And I would tell myself, you don't want it bad enough. You're not crazy enough. You're not fanatic enough. Get off your ass, Albright. Get to work. Smoke them. Outwork them. Work 7 days a week. Work 24 hours a day. Let them think that you don't ever sleep. Smoke them. Win, baby. Give them the WIN with the WANTTO. I tried to make myself more crazy. I tell my kids, I said, I would be a billionaire today if I was more fanatic. And they were like, really? They said, I don't know how you'd be more fanatic. I do. I know when I goof off. I know when I'm not doing the most valuable thing. I know when I don't pay attention to my own dadgum coin. Let me tell you this. Here we go right here. My coin. What do you want? How do you get it? I know when I ain't paying attention. You with me? I know how dumb I am. I know when I ain't crazy. I know when I'm not fanatic. That's why I carry stuff around like this to remind myself. And I got this coin to remind me. What do I want? What do I want? I work on how do I get it. I've tried to make myself more fanatical on purpose. And it matters if you want to get rich. If you just want to be comfortable, it don't matter as much. So I'm going to talk about 4 things that will help you be in 24/7. What's the definition of in 24/7? So let's go to this next slide. Okay. All right. First of all, I love what Evan Fawcett said. Evan Patzer knows more than me, but I got sense enough to call from the home. It's called getting started. Education is like, I was talking to Tim Long, and he was talking about this new girl he's got, Jennifer. He said she just consumes the education. She consumes it. Like I would ask, I'm gonna get her name right. Carltia. If you hadn't watched that video that I did, an hour and a half interviewing Megan Wood, over and over again till you got it memorized. Like I just consume it. Education, product wise. Do you know how hospital indemnity works? Do you do MedSup, MedAdvantage? Do you understand the IUL? Do you understand terms? Do you understand what policies we can write when you're 79 years old? What policies if they're overweight, if they're under tall? Education. Number 2, application. Get this mess going. In other words, Mondays, we make phone calls, book them for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And the actual doing, it's the education and the doing. I like this one. The ambitious agent takes these tools and consumes them like a thirsty dog in front of a bowl of water on a hot summer day. Dog looks desperate. Y'all know that dog ain't desperate. I ain't desperate, but I look desperate because I'm consuming. I'm listening to Wolf of Wall Street. I'm reading a book, Sell Your Way to Success by Asking Questions, or Question Your Way to Sales Success is the name of the book. It's right here. Question Your Way to Sales Success. Where'd that book go? Question Your Way to Sales Success. I'm consuming stuff like this. I mark it out and say, question your way to recruiting success. How to ask questions and make money. My wife cleaned up my desk. Can't find stuff as good as I could. She's a needy freaky. I'm just trying to get my job done. You with me? Okay, next slide. Move on into, can't be 27 without starting. Initiative, the power and opportunity to act or take charge before others do. I was just screaming at my accountants to do something, and they were talking. I said, listen, guys, I didn't get where I am by doing it tomorrow. Let's cut this thing short. Let's quit blah, blah, blah. Let's get the freaking thing done. And they're like, we hear you. So I'm not kidding. I don't let this go in a week. Let's get this thing done. Okay. Once an agent recognizes the power to take back their life by selling, blinders on, they're removed, and you see opportunity and future opportunities. You can't see the second mountain until you start climbing the first mountain. I got problems today, Cartia, that I never imagined I would have. I don't mind telling you. As a matter of fact, they're bragging points. The problems I have today are the problems I wanted. I did not see it coming. People said, did you ever imagine having a jet like that? Mm-mm. Did you ever want going fishing with the governor of North Carolina? Mm-mm. You were fishing with the governor. Yes, I was too. Tuesday. No, I didn't imagine walking on the beach with my wife and walking off the beach and walking by people and walking up the steps to my house. I didn't imagine it. Once you start booking 40 appointments, you'll say, I could book 50 appointments. Wow, if I could get 2 people copying me, wow, I'd be an agency manager. I know. Oh, so you're going to have 4. Oh, these other 2 right here ain't got to hardly do nothing. It's your first 2 that got to do something. That's why Evan Patzer's a new agency manager. Got those 2. Okay, we have 4 different new agency managers, 4 or 5 new agency managers. Dedication, the quality of being committed to a task or a purpose. Remaining dedicated with a consistent focus is the only way to success. What distracts you? How you doing, Andy? I want it more than the distractions. Okay? I want it more than the distractions. So everything happens to me. My mama sick, my son sick, my wife telling me what to do, my neighbors telling me what to do. People want me to go fishing. People want me to go to movies. People want me to go ride a boat, want me to ride jet skis. I can't be distracted from the mission. It's focus. Tracking on this? All right, Evan, most people can't handle it. Here's what they do, Evan. Here's what my mom and daddy did, and Cartia, Jeremy Co. Edwards. Most people, you're not one, Jeremy Co. These newer people we're yet to see. You do a little bit better than your dad, and then you 100% stop. My dad, he was making 27,000. I'm making 60. Oh, okay. How much could you make? I'm not sure, but 60's good. That's fine. I promise you, I'm not going to be mad. But Evan, you can't get sucked into that trap. You need to take a break. You deserve it. You got 10 grand in the bank. You deserve it. What if I find something I want to buy at 24,000? What are you going to do? You can borrow the rest. Oh, let me get this straight. I am going to not continue to work so that I can borrow money and be indebted to it. Bible talks trash about being borrowed money. I'm just saying. My girl Megan, single mama, got 100 grand cash in the bank. Hello. It's okay for you to have 60 grand in the bank, not stop at 10. Okay, next slide. Here we go. The pursuit of recruiting. An idea or opinion produced by thinking independently with your mind. I like what Jeremico started talking junk. And then Jeremico says some people got mad and said stuff like that. Let me tell you something. If you don't make them mad, what are you doing? Well, I'm making them happy. Really? You make them happy enough they go to work? You make them happy enough they pay attention? I heard a guy this week, he was saying, I told him. His wife said, no, you didn't. And I said, what did they say? They didn't know. They didn't remember. Listen, if they don't remember you saying it, Jeremico, then you didn't say it. Make it memorable or be forgotten. Memorable or forgotten. What you said will be remembered more than anybody else on this show. They'll remember it 3 days from now. Maybe they remember Gary and his radio show and me trying to speak Creole. You with me, Jeremy? It's the craziness that we're looking for, Evan. I don't want to offend. Well, I'm telling you. You got to talk it. Ric Flair offended them. Michael Jordan offended them. Okay, here we go. Attraction is the bait of recruiting. The ones that love it, Jeremico, are going to be your people. Because the people that got mad. And the people that laughed and thought it was funny, they're with you. Adam Katz will tell you this. Andy's always been like that. People get mad, and then when you divide, like what Jesus says, I didn't come here to pull them together. I come to separate them and find the ones that believe and the ones that don't believe. That's what you're doing when you talk crazy. All right. Attraction is the bait of recruiting. How do you attract people? People love passion. People love cray-cray. I'll give you an example. Go outside, pour gas on your head, set yourself on fire, and see if people don't come around looking. See what's going on. People say, well, you'd be dead then. Right. So don't do that. But at least you'll get people coming around looking. I can't get people to come over and talk to me. How do you do it? Set yourself on fire. Show some passion. Show some energy. Light them up. Show them a paycheck. Show them that you did 50 appointments. Show them how much money you made. Fire. Set fire. You want to go 24/7, you got to set something on fire, baby. Yourself, not somebody else. You can't set other people's property on fire. You set yourself on fire. People come on and know what you know. All right, choice. An act of selecting. Easy. This one makes me money. This one's easy and don't make me no money. An agent's choices. Here's what Tim Goad always says. Choices and voices. Who do you let speak into your life and what decisions do you make? Your life, Evan, will be about choices and voices. I got a guy right now. I had him making good money, but somebody's got in his head. Whatever voices has his income trickling down because of choices and voices. Down. I hope he's on the show. And he goes, wake up, and turns around and sees Jeremico. But once he's let those voices in his head, Evan, it's hard to get them out. You ever heard that? I had a dog one time attack one of my goats, and my goat kept him away with his head for a long time. And my goat was alive when I found him, but I'll never forget that view I saw that went in my head. I can't get it out of my head ever, and that was 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago. Once it's in, they put the wrong information. You got to be careful the voices and choices you make. Okay? All right. Association is the real of recruiting. You attract them, Jeremico, but then you get them to hang around. That's how you get them in the boat. Make sense? The attraction factor and then the association factor. That's why if you got a new guy and you go pick him up and take him on sales, I don't blame you. Whatever you got to do to keep a person tight. Whatever you got to do to keep a person tight to you. One more slide. The pursuit of building. You want freedom? Get somebody else working. The power, the right to act, speak, think. that you want to without hindrance or restraint. That's what you're shooting for, Jeremico, freedom. Nobody will ever know freedom through his business until they decide to be free. It's almost like we scripted this, Jeremico, on what you said. Building a team provides freedom. I could be gone this week. Y'all don't know because I got 1,000 people selling. Don't get me wrong. I sold like crazy so I can move up. I want to set the example. You guys are setting the example, just like a mom and daddy to your team. Your team looks at you and they don't see no production. They don't see 40 points. Well, Andy, all I need is 10 grand to pay my bills practically. So therefore, I just do about 10 grand because that's all I need to pay my bills. That's what I'm talking about. That's what most people think. You said if I have enough cash flow that I'm happy, then I should not have to recruit. That's exactly right. I'm just trying to figure out how you got happy at such a low level. Like you ain't ranked number 10, you ain't ranked number 40. Like, come on, Bo. Set the example. Let's rip some heads off. Let's make some money. Let's get after it. I'm making some. How much can you make? That's the deal. Independence, the condition of a person to exercise self-government. We had a girl named Mia, one of our top salespeople. I said, Mia, do you need a boss? Do you need somebody telling you when to get out of bed? Do you need somebody telling you how it works? What kind of car you can drive? When you can take a snack break? When you're allowed to go to the bathroom? She's like, no. She got kind of mad at herself. I made her mad at herself, and she's not looked back since. She's been smoking. Okay. An agent will never have independence in the business until they execute the system that allows for independence. Building a team creates such independence. Building a team, hiring people. Okay. Take that down, Tia. I want to go back to my people talking. Okay. Olga.
Yes, sir.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It is a battle. Let me ask you something. Didn't y'all just remodel your house, spend a lot of money on it, fix it up?
That's right.
Is it beautiful?
Beautiful. I love it.
Do you ever think about having another home? Not throw this one away, but having an additional one. You ever think about that?
Oh, yes. I was talking to Jason. He said, oh, God, let's work double. Let's work hard. And we get another house, the beach, and something like that. Like
a beach house.
Yeah.
Or sell the house and get one on the ocean.
Yeah.
Ranch Lindell just bought one on the ocean. Okay,
Right.
Watch this. I had a buddy. He's driving sometimes we get Uber, sometimes we get drivers. Okay. A lot of times I get a driver. In other words, I don't do Uber. My secretary sets stuff. This is my buddy, and he makes a couple million a year. He's an accountant. And he says he's talking about something, and the driver says to him, he says, why would anybody want a yacht? I mean, you can rent a boat. It makes no sense. You don't have to have it. People need to settle down and be satisfied with one home. Like, for example, you got a 2,000 square foot house and you buy a 5,000 square foot house. Somebody says, why would you want a 5,000 square foot house? Why would you want a yacht? Here was my buddy's reply. He said, let me tell you something. If nobody wants a yacht, we have no more yacht builders. My man is out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
If my man don't need to build yachts, he don't need to hire the carpenters. He don't need to hire the welders. He don't need to hire the inspectors. Okay, so now the people that cut the trees down, that make the plastic mold, that make the faucets, they don't have a job. And by the way, if I don't have a yacht or I don't want a yacht, I don't have to pay you to take me to my next business appointment, and I don't have to pay you to take me to my yacht because you want me to sit at home and be satisfied. That's why it makes sense to let people want yachts. If we take all your money and divide it up between everybody, why would I work harder if I don't get to have an AK? if I don't get to have a yacht, if I don't get to have a 10,000 square foot house, if I don't want to get to have $85,000 watches. I was riding on a boat with a guy this week fishing. He said, "You know what this worth?" I said, "I don't know, I paid like 50 or 60. He said, "This is worth over 100 now. It's out of production." I was like, "I got two of them. I got a brand new one, still plastic on it." Hey, y'all tracking with me? If I don't want another one of these, the watch builders in Switzerland are out of business. You can build them all day on at the Gold House and pawn shops. If nobody wants anything, Gary, if we don't want anything, nobody gets anything. And if nobody gets anything, there's no clothing manufacturers. You got 10 shirts, right. Andy, why do you want 11? I'm going to give you some away and buy me some new ones. Well, you should be satisfied. This is the system. If you don't WANTTO, there is no reason to DO. So working on the want to. I read magazines. I read the Rob Report. I'm on here. Hey, I've been looking at new jets, Gulfstream 280, Praetor 500, Latitude, the Sovereign. And saying, what is that like? Well, what you guys gonna know. If this satisfaction, what are you gonna do next? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna get good at? Being a social media expert, being an expert at all the Netflix new shows coming out. Wait a minute, they want $14. Wait a minute, they want $1 million or $2 million for a show, to create a show. They need money. Why can't we just tell those actors to just work for free? Because they want another yacht, because they want another stupid house. Like you call them stupid. I'm talking about a ridiculous house.
Yes.
You tracking with me, Olga?
Oh my God, Andy. And the thing is that my family criticized me. Say, "My God, why you work so much?" And I say, "I don't work nothing compared to Megan Woods. If you see Megan Woods, she's crazy. I'm not." But they think that, and they just criticize because of the COVID virus. You go into the house and say, "I don't care about COVID virus. I just go into the houses. I have my mask and try to be safe, but I'm not going to stay home watching TV. No, I want to retire with money and with a beautiful house like what you have, Andy." Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. I will fall asleep, run my car off the road. I've run over mailboxes. I've run through trees. I almost died so many times building my business. People say, "You need to sleep more. You don't sleep enough. It's dangerous. You might die." I said, I would rather freaking die than be owned by somebody. I would rather die than be told what to do. I would rather die than not have the option of one day being able to buy me a beachfront house. Who say, "Look back, do you think it's worth it?" Yeah. What if you'd have died? I'd be in heaven, buddy. Or I'd be brain dead, buddy. But it didn't happen. I took the chance. Would you do it all over again? I would triple down.
Andy, I want to say something that you said that is staying in my head. You said, "I want my grandkids to love to go to grandpa and grandma because they have money and they go everywhere. I don't want to have grandkids that they don't want to see the grandpa and grandma because they don't have no money, they broke. And no, I want to have fun. So I want to have my grandkids to love to go to grandma and grandpa."
You've heard this, right? Y'all have heard this. You know how kids are. You know how kids are. When they grow up, they don't care nothing about visiting you. They don't care nothing about you. Really? Not been my situation, Olga. They like to come see me. When we go on vacation, they want to go.
That's right.
I will say, I offered my son a trip that was unbelievable. And he said, "Daddy, I'm pretty dedicated to CrossFit right now. I think I'll work out that week." I was like father, like son. He done got in the habit of doing something. He wants to do that. Hey, like that. When he found out, Mama told him I was looking at another jet, he said, "It's official. Daddy has more money than he's got sense." I said, "You don't know the situation. It's a situation I'm trying to deal with. And it's just the right thing to do, Mimi. Mimi, you tracking with me? You want to instill this in your children, the work ethic?
Yes, I do, Andy. And they've seen it. I remember 2 days ago, my daughter was the one forcing me. She's like, "Mommy, can you turn off the computer?" I was like, "No, baby, I have to finish this work," because I had some email to send to some people. And then I said, "I have to finish it." She's like, "You work so hard." Sometimes when I say, "I'm so tired," she's like, "I wonder why, Mom. You work 24 hours and 7 days a week," according to her standard, right? But they already know. Like, I got home the other day, Andy. My son, they know they need to read books, they need to do certain activities. So he's 4 years old, right? So he's heard that I opened the door, 4 years old. So he heard I opened the door. He went to his room and he grabbed a book, sit at the table pretending like he's reading. He's like, "Mama, I read the book." I was like, "Oh my God, that kid is so crazy." Yeah.
Those
So
kids read those books, buddy. They're not going to read the books if all you want them to do is be soft. You show them hard, buddy. I'm so proud of you. I'm the first time I really recognized you and met you. I know we're standing upstairs at that hotel. We kind of overlooking that balcony was there behind us. Then we did the training downstairs. And I was like, this girl's got something special.
Thank you.
Your kids are coming on strong. Guys, look, I'm telling you, in 24/7 is execution. It's selling, recruiting, and building. And it's all done with association. If you get away from listening to the right people, if you get away from reading the books, other people will convince you we're wrong. And that's okay. But then I'd say, look around. Look around. I heeded this advice, Evan. Cartia, I heeded it. I said, I am not going to let my focus get off and I go off and be satisfied, lazy, contented. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. People, when my friends from high school, when they see or hear about me, I'm hiring friends' children to work at my office that graduate. Their children are coming to work at my office. You understand what I'm saying? Is my children ain't going to work at their offices. It's funny though. I say that because my son did go to work in a different office. I called the president CEO of the company. I said, "Hey, I want you to give my son some different experience. Are you willing to hire him?" He said, "Anything for you, Andy. Anything." And gave him an incredible experience. And they paid him. They paid him to learn something. If you think he went in there, Cartia, if you think he went in there as a nobody, you think he went there at the lowest levels? No, he started talking to the presidents and vice presidents. He got to see what everybody did, but he got cheated for at a higher level. Say, "Oh, I want my kids to start at the bottom." I don't. I want my kids to start on my shoulders. I want to bring them in at a higher level. And then I want them to put their children on their shoulders. Y'all tracking with me? I don't know what you want for yours. You might want them to be just, what do you call it? Trust fund babies, where they just got enough money and they don't have to do nothing. Mine going to be trust fund babies with strategy to create trust funds. Does that make sense? Like let's start in the lead, and then let's lead further. That's what I'm looking for. Evan, Olga, Gary, Jeremico, Mimi, Stephanie, all of you. What I'm looking for is that people that have the WANTTO and they're willing to go 24/7. We're going to find them. I'm finding them every day. By the way, heads up, smoking production this week. We had a massive production week. I ain't looked back to see if it's the best in 3 months, but a massive production week. Here's what I'm finding for all of you. People are investing so much in ammunition. What is that, Andy? Leads, Facebook leads, GMR. You ought to see the graph for GMRs. Every day, somebody's taking a territory that you're not going to get. You're not going to get that mortgage protection territory. You're not going to get that final expense territory. These places are going away. How about this right here? Let me give you this one. Ashlyn says, Mr. Barry, part of Dr. Phil's team, watched a product call yesterday, booked an appointment with me, and increased his AO GMR, added a new one for $675. You tracking with me? Added a new one for $675 a week. That brings his new total to $1,275 a week in leads. So I want to know how to double my production. You can't double the number of birds you shoot if you don't number the number of bullets, the number of shotgun shells. You can't kill that many birds. Yeah, but has he got a good return on investment? Oh my God. One guy bought 100 of these new leads we have. They're $8. Chris Hill can tell you about it in President's Club. He bought 100 of them. All he had to do is make 2 sales. They're $8 a piece. They're called internet leads. $8 a piece. All he's got to do is make 2 sales, and he makes a 40% return on his money. He made 5 sales out of 100 leads. Made like $3,000 off an $800 investment. You can't hit the bigger numbers like these people are doing without the ammunition. Talk to Ashland. Talk to Chris Hill. Talk to Clay. Find out where these leads are. Get your GMR in. Get these $8. Get these Facebook leads in addition to it. Get these old leads. It's just shells. The maddest I've been in my son in years. We were hunting one day and he wasn't shooting. I said, "What are you doing?" He's waiting until they get close enough. I was like, "Start pulling that trigger, boy. Start pulling that. Let's go." The only way you're going to double your numbers is why I get better. You're going to get incrementally better, meaning 10%, 3%, 7%, 11%. Double the number of ammunition. I've been doing this. I've been doing this insurance 20 years. The people that do big, buy big. They invest big, and then they work their butt off no matter what it takes, put up crazy numbers, and eventually they get somebody to copy them, and that's what brings freedom to them. I'm telling you, I ain't making this stuff up. Go get you some. Thank y'all for being on here. Y'all made a big contribution. I appreciate y'all taking some time out of your day. Y'all go after them. Let me know. Text me. Post it on Band. Post it on the National Agents Alliance has a private Facebook. Also, post stuff on that private Facebook. It advertises to everybody what you're doing. I love it. In addition to Band. Love y'all. Got to go. Let's do this thing. Peace out.